I'm Tamara, and today I am going to walk you through everything that you need to know so that you can make this auto emergency kit here. This is going to make a great Father's Day gift, or if you have any teenagers in your life, and perhaps they're about to get their first car or they're getting their driver's license, this would make a great gift for them as well. The best part is we are making this out of an old pair of jeans. So let's jump into that tutorial. For this project, I am going to use an old pair of jeans. However, you can use any thicker fabric that you have on hand. You will also need some lining fabric. For myself, I'm going to use flannel, but if you just use a normal cotton, that should work as well. And then of course, a jean needle and all-purpose or 30-weight thread. Because we're working with an old pair of jeans, it's unlikely that we are going to end up with a chunk of jean that's going to suit our measurement needs. So what we'll do is we'll just cut off both of the legs of the jean fabric, and then we will cut along the thicker seam for each piece of jean. Then actually cut that thicker seam off completely, and we will use one of those seams as our piece of rope later on. Now it's time to have a look at your scrapped jean fabric and cut away any pieces of the fabric that just won't work. You are going to end up needing a piece of fabric that will be 19 inches by 16 inches. So just cut away all of that raggedy jean fabric because we can sew our jean fabric legs together to give us the length and width that we need. So for myself, as you can see here, I have 2 pieces of fabric from both of the legs, and that will give me enough fabric for what I need. But if you are working with smaller pieces of jean fabric, don't worry about it. Just cut as many chunks of jean fabric as you need, and then you can sew all of those pieces together to create a large enough piece of fabric to work with. So for myself, I just needed to connect the 2 chunks that I have here. So I laid them right sides together, and then I sewed along the seam with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. There's no need to do any back stitching here, but do go a little bit slower over those thicker seams. Then take the time to iron open all of those seams, as it will make it easier when it comes to sewing our project together. And now it's finally time to cut our chunks of fabric. So out of the jean fabric, you will need a piece of fabric 19 inches by 16 inches, and you will cut the same amount of fabric out of your flannel fabric. Then lay both pieces of fabric right sides together, and then pin around the entire side. Then it's time to determine what side will be the top side of your pouch. So one of the 16-inch measurement sides will need to be a top edge, and on the top edge you will mark with a pin a section about 3 to 4 inches in width, which you will not sew across. That way you will leave an opening to turn the entire pouch right side out. Then take the bottom side of the pouch and fold it 6 inches up. Don't pin that in place though. We're just folding it 6 inches up so that we have a marking point for the rope that we are going to attach. So insert the rope into the center of your pouch, and then let the outer section of your rope stick out just a little bit, maybe 1 inch out from the outer edge, and line it up about 7 inches from the bottom of the folded portion of your pouch. Clip it in place and then unfold your pouch. Then you will take it to your sewing machine and sew a 1/2 inch seam around the entire thing. Start where you marked your pin and then start going around the entire outer edge. When you come to the section where you added your rope, just go back and forth over it a few times to secure it in place. And then continue around the entire outer edge, stopping when you get close to your pin again. That way you end up leaving about a 3 to 4 inch opening for you to turn the entire project right side out. Next, grab a pair of scissors and cut away the excess of your rope, as well as all 4 corners of your pouch, making sure not to clip away any of the seam that you've just sewn. Then it's time to turn the entire project right side out. Now, as you can see here, I actually have 2 pieces of rope attached to my pouch. Don't do that. This was my prototype. I thought I needed 2 pieces, but I don't. So just attach the 1 piece of rope, and then take something like a chopstick and just point out all of those corners. And then it's time to take it to your iron and press the entire thing flat. Focus on that open edge and press both edge pieces inwards, then clip it shut. Next, flip it over so that the flannel side is facing upright. Find the bottom of your pouch and fold it up 6 inches and then clip it in place. Then we will take it to our sewing machine, start at one edge, go up, across, and back down. When starting at the one edge, the fabric might be quite thick, so try to use something like a sewing stiletto, or what I used was a chopstick, just to get the fabric pushed forward, and then sew all the way around. As you sew all the way around, you will naturally end up closing in that final open seam. And one more thing I'd like to mention is when you actually sew over the edges of the pockets, to do a back stitch just to secure that area in place, and then end with a back stitch. And the next step is to mark where our pocket seams are going to go. So I used a water-soluble pencil as well as a ruler. I grabbed the items that I thought that I would want to put in my auto emergency kit, and then I started to measure out and make sure that these items would fit. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what someone should put in an auto emergency kit, so please fill up the comments on this video with all of your ideas on what you could tuck into a little kit like this. But for myself, I did add 2 pairs of pliers. I added a rain poncho, a flashlight, some band-aids, and some little wipes. I also added a rag at the very end. Some other things that you could add would be rope, a razor knife, a 4-bit screwdriver, an adjustable wrench. There's lots of options there. It's really up to you as far as what you want to add into this kit. In the end, I ended up with 4 pockets. One was a little over 4 inches in width, and then the other 3 were a little bit under 3 inches in width. Once you have all of your pockets marked, then just start at the top of the pocket, do a back stitch, sew to the bottom and do another back stitch, and do that for all of the pockets that you've marked. Then take a wet cloth and just wipe away all of those marks that you made for your pockets. As you can see here, I actually did cut off that second rope that I had added earlier, which is why I say we don't need that second rope. And then fill up all of the pouches with everything that you need. And then it's time to fold that top piece down. Here I'm just adding a rag into the middle. And then you roll up this nice little auto emergency kit and then wrap it around with that single rope, loop it on through, and you have got yourself an auto emergency kit that I hope will never be needed. But just in case it is, I think this makes a great Father's Day gift or Christmas gift. Turned 16 and just got your license kit, and you can just tuck that under your car seat and it will be there if you ever need it. And that, my friends, is everything that you need to know so that you can make your very own auto emergency toolkit. However, if you want to add more tools or more items into your kit, then what I suggest you do is you actually extend that 16-inch width and you just add a bunch of inches to that, and then you will be able to add more tools into your kit. If you have longer, taller tools that you want to add into this kit, then I suggest you extend the 19-inch length and make that longer. So this can really be customized to fit whatever you want to put into this kit. And on that note, I would love it if you would leave me a comment down below and let me know what you plan on putting in your emergency kit. And then of course, if you're wondering what in the world to put in that kit, check out the comments down below and hopefully we can help each other create an amazing Father's Day gift or teenager gift or whoever you deem worthy of such an awesome gift. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future tutorials. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.